everybody, and as you can see from the title, we are indeed going to rate your Husbandos, which is probably the most clear tell that I wasn't sure what kind of video to make today, so I thought, why not just upset everybody and give my opinions on their Husbandos? So we will see how this goes. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. Hopefully we can cross the sacred 10-minute mark, but if we don't, hey, at least we're gonna have some fun. Now remember, these are just my opinions, so you may feel that these Husbandos are top class S-tier Husbandos, and I may feel that they're like just C, or D, or B, or whatever, who knows. So just remember, I'm not trying to offend you, just sharing my opinion on your Husbandos. And by all means, you guys can tear apart my Husbandos in the comments below. Also, speaking of the information below the video, there is, if you go to the description, you will see my rating system laid out in the description. It goes from S to A to B to C to D to F. So with all that said, and without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get to your list of Husbandos. I have them right here on my phone. I'm gonna be going through as many as I can. Hopefully I'll hit every Husbando along the way, and if not, I apologize in advance, but I did get more replies than I thought I was going to, so we're gonna try to get to as many of them as we can, and yeah, here we go. First up, we got a Husbando from our boy Evil, and they say, Haruki from Given. Haruki is, we're starting strong. Haruki is an S tier. Haruki will take care of you. He will be curious about you. He'd want to know, like, how you doing. Haruki is the type of Husbando who would have, like, 2 cups of tea ready for you when you get home. Like, he would, and not just tea. He would have, like, a latte for you before you left in the morning, and he'd have, like, a really fancy-looking, like, tea party ready for you when you come back home from work. And Haruki would take care of you, you know? Like, Haruki would also need you to take care of him as well, but Haruki's that sort of, like, homebody type of person, so I could easily see Haruki being like a total S-tier Husbando. Plus, he's Haruki. He's easy on the eyes. He's fun-loving. He's in a band. You know, like he's flawless. Haruki is total S-tier for sure, no doubt. Oh boy, Castor replied, and he says a cliche answer, but Okuyasu's dad. And that's the first F-tier on the list. Listen, like, it's not even just an appearance thing. Okuyasu's dad also served Dio. Like, from what I gather, willingly served Dio as well. So, if you don't know who this is Okuyasu's dad is from JoJo's. I mean, he does get, like, a pseudo-redemption arc, kind of. But no, I still gotta put him in the F tier, I'm sorry. Next up, we have a Husbando from our real-life Husbando, Kukullen, and he says, Ni Huai Sung. I'm assuming from Modazushi. Okay, I'm looking at him now. You got a pretty face. I like his hair, but then again, I like every Modazushi character's hair. Now, Modazushi is a show that I have tried multiple times to get into, and for whatever reason, I just can't seem to crack through, like, the first handful of episodes, so I have no clue who this character is. But they seem to be, like, the aloof type. They seem concerned, judging by this picture. Maybe they're, like, the cautious type. I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna trust Ku's opinion, and I'll say, like, a B, because at least they're pretty. And Ku typically has good taste, even though he does not like one of my S-tier Husbandos. Still, I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B on the goodwill of Kukullen. Here we have one from the Berserker. They say, got to be this lovely boy Legoshi, or Legoshi, depending on your pronunciation. I've read the manga, and Jesus, he's amazing and wholesome. Okay, well, I agree on the amazing and wholesome part. However, this, obviously when it comes to certain characters, some folks are gonna be real hot or cold on the fact that Legoshi is, you know, an anthropomorphized wolf, but I'm ace, so I don't really care about most of the sexual side of a Husbando or a waifu. I just care about how they are as a person, or in this case, as a anthropomorphized wolf person. And honestly, Legoshi's pretty high up there on the Husbando tier, if you ask me. However, I more so ship Legoshi with other characters than I would call him my Husbando. I worry that he would eat me. Like, I would worry that, like, we're on, like, this nice date, Legoshi's being all shy and a little bit nervous, and it's kind of cute, and then maybe, like, the moon hits, and all of a sudden he goes full crazy. I just worry about him going beast mode on me, you know? I don't want him to eat me. I would be nervous about that. Because Lugosi's, like, he's a big dude. He could easily, like, he could rip you to shreds in, like, a second, you know? So I would worry about that. And it's not like he can control it either. He kind of has some level of control, but I don't know if I would trust him to have that level of control. Although I do trust him. He's a good boy. I don't know. I'm going to put Lugosi into the B tier. And this is where a million people now shout furry at me, and you know what? You may call me whatever you like. Moving on, Weak Juice Box says Shigure. Oh yes, Shigure. Okay, listen. Those of you who remember my Fruits Basket videos, and I look back on those videos fondly now, know that the show started with me adoring Shigure. Like, he was S tier. Like, I just loved him to pieces. He was, oh my god, he was so great. But as the show went on, as the first season of Fruits Basket went on, Shigure started getting nefarious. And I was still kind of all about it, you know? But once you found out that he was, like, sort of, like, being all cuddly with Akito, I was like, nah, that knocks you down a little bit. So, in a shocking twist, swerve, turn of events, I'm actually gonna throw Shigure into the A tier instead of the S tier. Just miss the S tier. Just miss the best one by like a smidge. But that Akito, screw Akito, Shigure. You don't need Akito. You just needed me. But no, you had to go and be all cuddly in the finale with Akito. I don't know what's gonna happen next season, but yeah, that Akito stuff, Shigure, you gotta knock that off. You could easily be S tier, my dude, easily. But that's gotta stop. Hey, it's Sloan, and she says Kuroko. Now, I did mention. Either in a live stream or in a video, I don't remember, but I did mention a few times now that I still haven't seen Kuroko no Basuke. I do plan on fixing that very soon, I'm just not sure when. But Kuroko, I like his hair. He's a very blue character, blue hair, blue eyes. This gift is just not telling me anything about him as a character, though. He seems kind of, like, aloof. He is pretty, though. He's okay. I think I gotta put him in C. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna put him in B. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in B, because, again, I'm gonna trust Sloan on this one. He's pretty. Yeah, I'll put him in B. That's fine. No for Nothing says Dazai Osamu. No, Dazai. Listen, Dazai gives me conflicting emotions, right? Because, like, Dazai would be such a good husbando. I can see it working. Like, I can see him being, like, sort of like, how are you? Like, how's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to be all suave. But then also have, like, the jokey, like, yeah, whatever. Like, that, like, fun-loving side. Because he is sort of a jokey character at the same time. However, the whole persistently attempting to commit suicide thing would freak me out. I don't know if my heart could take that. Like walking into, like, our apartment and having him, like, attempting to commit suicide in, like, a comedic way and me freaking out. Like, I don't know if my heart could take being with Dazai, honestly. I'm gonna give Dazai a B. I love him as a character, but as a husbando, I don't know if my heart could take being with Dazai. Sarah Hall says Hattori Soma. It actually was Yuki when I was younger, but coming back to the series as an adult, it's definitely Hattori. And you know what, Sarah? I agree wholeheartedly. I really did have, like, a total turnaround on Hattori. I didn't like Hattori when he was first introduced. Something about him just rubbed me the wrong way initially, but as the show went on, I loved Hattori, and he became, like, the competing husbando for my attention, right? Yuki I like too. Yuki's up there, but I would rather hang out with Yuki than, like, husbando him up, you know what I mean? So between the three of them, eventually Hattori ended up winning out, and I have to give Hattori the S tier. And those of you who watch my Fruba videos, there's your confirmation. That's the one who won between the two of them. Going into season 2, Hattori has taken Shigure's spot as my top husbando. Hattori. And I mean, look at him. He's so handsome. Yeah, it's gotta be Hattori. Hattori gets the S tier for sure. Oh my goodness, it's my friend Emily, and she says Natural Harmonia Gropius, N from Pokemon. Fun fact, Emily might be the biggest N fan I know. So Emily, if you're watching this, yes, N is also, I agree, N is top tier. He's one of my favorite of the trainers in Pokemon. I don't know though, because he's kind of, I don't want to say he's anti-human, but he prefers Pokemon to people. I don't know how I feel about N as a husbando. I do love him. I'll give him a B, cause I could see it maybe working out. Yeah, I'd give him. I'll give N a B. I can see it working. Plus, like, we can catch Pokemon together, or maybe not catch Pokemon together, but hang out with Pokemon. You know, That'd be fun, yeah. And gets a B. Here's Urza. She says, Kyoya Otori from Oran High School Host Club. Confession, I still haven't gotten around to Oran High School Host Club. I know, I'm terrible, I'm sorry. However, Kyoya here, this gift doesn't tell me a whole lot about him, but he is a Meganite type, so I like that. Meganite type's an easy kind of Achilles heel for me. So that works. He got that kind of like, I don't know, he has that like Tenya Ida vibe to him. I don't know. I'll give him a C, but with the caveat that there's a good chance that he will get a B tier later. Moving on, we have A. Baker, and she says, JoJo, I can't choose one. They're all so good and quality husbando material. I'll leave you to pick since I can't. And it's a gif of it's a gif of Ash, AG, and Shorter from Banana Fish. Okay, listen. I'm not gonna make it Ash or AG because I ship Ash and AG together too much to like husbando one of them up. So we're gonna go with Shorter, which is admittedly a little weird since I know Sun sees so much of himself in Shorter. But separating the two of them, I'd say Shorter is. Man, Shorter's would be a good husbando, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the whole gang activity thing worries me a bit, but I feel like I like a project, you know? Like, I could deal with it. I could try to get Shorter away from that life and maybe help him move on. Maybe, I don't know. Because Shorter, I can easily see Shorter would, like, really take care of you, you know? Like, you would be his top priority. Like, he would really, and like, he would go out of his way to make sure everything's good for you, you know? Like, he would try to protect you. In fairness, he did kind of turncoat, but it wasn't willingly, you know, like something would have to happen for him to turncoat on you. And Shorter just like, look at that hair, them glasses, like, yeah, no, Shorter's, every outfit we see Shorter in, Shorter gets an A tier. Shorter's an A tier husbando. I'm good with that. Mirth says the man of the year, and it's my boy, it's Dimitri. The best route in Fire Emblem Three Houses, by the way. Fight me. Mirth also says, I assume you recognize him, but just in case, it's Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and of course I recognize the man, the myth, the legend himself. Dimitri, man, what a character journey this character had. Like what an arc. Dimitri, man, I don't know if, like, because Dimitri is like a hard one, right? Because I don't know if because I care so much about Dimitri, but I don't know if I like if I want to put him on the husbando status, because he's easily my favorite character in the game, but is he husbando material? Because to me, Seteth was my husbando. I love Seteth, but Dimitri pretty good too. It depends on which time period Dimitri is in. Although I would stick with Dimitri through all of it. Like I remember playing through it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna you and I, we're gonna fix this together. I'm gonna help you get back to where you were. I don't know. I'm gonna give Dimitri. Okay, I may get flack for this because Dimitri, depending on what period of time it is, he could be more focused on revenge than you. Like he would be more focused on spoilers than actually caring for you. But at the same time, like afterwards, like at the end of his character arc, you would be his world. So I'm gonna give him the A. I'm gonna give him A tier. He's like, look at his hair, look at everything about him. He's like a blonde Jon Snow, only not as dumb. Yeah, no, Dimitri, you keep the A tier. You stay in A tier. I may change my mind a couple days from now, but for right now, Dimitri's A tier for sure. Kisa-san says, I have a lot of husbandos, so I will give you a top 4 of them. Pick whoever you want. Katsuki Bakugo, Inosuke Hashibara, Lelouch Lamperouge, and Tengen Uzui. Well, Bakugo is my son, so that's not happening. Inosuke is also my son, so that is also not happening. And I don't know enough about Tengen to really give an opinion other than he is fabulous. A little bit over-designed, but fabulous. And I'm gonna say that Lelouch... Okay, controversial opinion time. Lelouch gets a D. Lelouch is a great character, like a fascinating character. I love every aspect of Lelouch. I would rather know Lelouch from afar than ever get involved with Lelouch, because Lelouch is just a bad time waiting to happen. And as a husbando, like, could you imagine being in a relationship with Lelouch? Like, it would be hell, because he would constantly be like, oh, like up on his high horse and yada yada. I know Lelouch cares about his friends, but at the end of the day, he cared more about, like, the mission, quote-unquote, trying not to spoil anything, as if somebody hasn't seen Code Geass by now. But still, I mean, I got around to Code Geass late, so there could be somebody who hasn't seen it. Overall, yeah, I have to give Lelouch a D. I feel like he'd be a bad husbando. That's, again, Kisa, no offense. I don't like being negative, but yeah, I gotta give Lelouch a D. Jesse says, Sheev Palpatine. I never know if it's Sheev or Shev. I'm just gonna say Emperor Palpatine. From the Clone Wars too. Jesse, you killing me, man. Yeah, Palpatine gets an. Could you imagine? Palpatine gets an F, like F tier husband. Could you imagine, like, having being in a relationship with Emperor Palpatine? Like, yes, tonight we are going to go out for a lovely seafood dinner. Like, no, Palpatine, I don't want to do it. Do it. Oh, it'd be awful. I can already pick. Nah, F tier. Oh, bleh. Misami says, if I'm being honest, okay, Akihiko was just so good looking, leave me alone. Listen, man, my boy is stunning. Like, he is, like, looks wise, he's S. Like, he is, God, he is a lot. He is, but in a personality sense, like, not so much in a personality sense because I love him, but I don't know if he's a good husbando because he's so caught up in his own drama. I have to give him a C because I feel like maybe after he gets over his stuff, because he would be good. I can see him being a good partner, but only after he gets over the whole. And now I forget the other character's name, but only once he gets past his own damage, then maybe he'd be a good husbando. But at this moment in time, because I'm an anime only. So I don't know how things turn out, but at this moment in time, no, he's got to be a C. Our boy, Nacho Gasharo, says Otto for sure, and Lugosi. They also say Lugosi, but I already commented on Lugosi, so I'm going to talk about Otto. Otto is S tier. Well, actually, no, Otto is A tier. Because, like, if you get together with Otto, you either have to also get together with his wife, who, while pretty, I don't know anything about her, or you'd have to break them up, which would just make me feel bad. So, while he should be an S, I'm going to have to give him an A. But Otto is fantastic. He's just a sweet dude. He's very caring, very like he's traveled the world. He's very like learned. Yeah, Otto's fabulous, man. Okami says Lavi Bookman Jr. from D. Grayman. Well, he has an eye patch, which I dig. But the rest of this character art, it doesn't really do much for me. I'm gonna give him a C tier. I don't know anything about him. The eye patch is cool, but other than that, I don't know enough. So, C. Roblox says Reinhard von Leeuwengram. I always feel like I'm mispronouncing Reinhardt's last name. Anyway, yeah, Reinhardt's an A. Reinhardt is friggin' fabulous. Now, keep in mind, I have only seen the new series, and I'm not even caught up on the quote-unquote season 2, where they split the movies into like separate episodes on Crunchyroll. So, I'm not totally caught up. But everything that I know about Reinhardt is great because Reinhardt is kind of, he has that Lelouch thing where he does have a mission that he is on, which may occasionally I can see you Reinhardt, I can see like missing dinner dates with you, where you're like, come on, man, you said like that you would be here, and now I'm sitting in this restaurant and I look foolish, and he's like, yeah, I know, but I have like important stuff that I'm trying to do, but like I can see that being an issue, but Reinhardt seems to balance his personal life and like his relationship with his friends, in particular his space boyfriend, to the point where I feel like he could be a decent husbando. But then you'd have to break up the space boyfriends. I got to give him an A, just because I got to stick with an A, because while you would have to break up the space boyfriends, you could also just become an OT3. So I feel like that works too. Because Kirheis is great as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say A. Reinhardt gets an A, for sure. Shy Bunny says Deku, aka Izuku Midoriya from Boku no Hero, or Okabe Rintaro from Steins Gate. Well, much like Bakugo, Deku is my son, so he's not gonna get a rating. But Okabe, listen, people can disagree with me on this one, right? But Okabe is a solid A tier husbando, because Okabe would do everything. Imagine if something happened to you, he would do everything in his power to make sure that you're okay. So I got, Okabe gets the A tier, because yeah, he would be a good husband. He's a little quirky, but I'm kind of all about like the quirky husbandos, Like, I would totally help him make the time machine and stuff like that. So I would totally be up for man, maybe I gotta put Rintaro in my own husbando list, because, like, yeah, I didn't even think about it. Wow, that's a good one. Diana says Gintoki. I haven't seen Gintama, so I don't know much about Gintoki other than he seems like a jokester, like the fun-loving type, and that's how I normally am in relationships, so having two of us would be chaos, so I don't know if we would work well as a relationship. Now, Gintoki, that face is a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is about that face, but that's kind of scary. I don't know enough about Gintoki to give a solid opinion, but I'm gonna say Gintoki like a C. Yeah, I gotta give him a C. Maybe his personality would bump him up to like a B or an A, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a C. Like, Gintama's just not really for me, so yeah, C. Gintoki can have a C. Shonen OG says, Yami, what can I say? Love a man in uniform. Yami's kind of like the full package, right? Because he's like super handsome, he's built, he's like got a fun personality, kind of like not quirky, but like this sort of like laid back, but to a point where it's almost funny. Like, he's so laid back, and then he also can like break out into like a berserker. He kind of reminds me of a less bloodthirsty version of Bjorn, who I noticed nobody said, so shame on y'all. But yeah, Yami, and he has that sort of like protective air to him, like where he, like the way he like takes care of the black bulls, even though he's not great at it. But to be around like that rowdy bunch of people and to still be sort of laid back, you know he'd be chill and he'd be able to like talk through your problems with you. Yami is I'm actually going to say B for Yami, only because I feel like maybe being so laid back could be kind of an issue where like you're trying to have like a conversation with them and they're just like not listening. I could see Yami kind of like losing interest and stuff like that. I don't know too much about Yami. I'm only on like, I think maybe like the first handful of volumes of Black Clover, because I actually do kind of like go back and read the Black Clover manga along with the One Piece manga. So yeah, I don't know enough about Yami to super say, but I'm going to say B for now. JNTheo21 says Haru from Free. Now the thing is that I ship Haru way too much with Rin to really have an opinion on that. Rin Haru is clearly superior to Mako Haru. Mako Haru actually actively hurts Makoto as a character, in my opinion. I've said that before. I think Makoto's whole character arc in Season 2 is moving beyond Haru, where Haru is just continually chasing Rin and Rin chases Haru. Like they are made for each other, whereas Makoto is stronger on his own, and by on his own, I mean with me. But anyway, Haru as a husbando, I feel like Haru would be, okay, and prepare to be offended, because I love Haru. He's one of my favorite characters in the show. As a husbando, Haru cares about two things. He cares about his friends, and he cares about water. And he cares more about the water at times than he does about Rin or his friends. So I'm going to have to say that Haru is like a C. Haru would be an okay husbando, but you have to be like a swimmer or Rin or somebody like that to really blend in with Haru and be in a solid relationship. Like, you have to love swimming in order to really have, like, be compatible with Haru. I love you, Haru. I'm sorry. You're from my favorite show ever, but, like, come on now. Chantel has two. So the first one is Miyuki Kazuya from Ace of Diamond, and I don't know enough about him. He seems kind of bland. I'll give this guy, like, I like the glasses, so that kind of goes for, I'll give him a C. It's kind of just okay. And then she says, and my boy Tokiya Ichinose from Uta no Prince-sama. I still haven't seen Uta no Prince-sama. I really should get on that. But this dude is like my aesthetic. Holy crap. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, I'm asexual, but appearance still matters a lot to me, but personality is also like a huge factor for me. So aesthetic-wise, but I don't know anything about him as a character. So I'll give him a hesitant B. Hesitantly, I'm going to give him a B, because, like, dang. But I need to know a little bit more about him. So my opinion on Tokiya could change. We'll have to see after I've seen Uta no Prince-sama. Glossed Garden says Leo Fotia from Promare. Okay, so unfortunately, I still haven't seen Promare yet. Trying to see anime movies in Canada, at least in my neck of the woods of Canada, it is hard to do, so I still haven't seen Promare yet. But this is like, I don't know who this Power Ranger looking dude is. Is there like a person under there? I don't know. He looks like a badass, but he's sitting in like a throne. So I'd worry, like, does that make him like a cocky type of person? Now, here's the thing though. Claire, Gloss Garden, is like, in my opinion, I hold her opinion on husbandos in high esteem. So I'm going to hesitantly give this person a B, I'll have to see Promare and decide later, but like I will say, yeah, I trust Claire's opinion, and at the very least, this outfit is pretty baller, I'm not gonna lie. Ryu Seishun Reacts says this man right here, and it's Jotaro Kujo. Yo, Jotaro. How did people not immediately say I don't understand. Okay, this is like a thing with Husbandos, right? I've noticed, or at least when it comes to like JoJo Husbandos, people don't really say Jotaro. Jotaro is perfect Husbando material. I don't want to say perfect, but like high up on the. You know what? The more I think about it, I'm giving Jotaro an S tier. As a Husbando, like, yo, Jotaro grows as a character. And like, I know people are gonna say like, no, he's the same character all the time. You are not paying close enough attention. Jotaro grows, but in small ways on the surface. But on the inside, Jotaro has grown quite a bit from part 3 to part 4. And like, I know some things about part 6, so I'm not gonna say anything, but like, from what I hear, I don't like know a ton about part 6. I know like the basic plot. So I know that like, at the very least, Jotaro's a decent enough husbando. I don't really care how he is as a parent, because I don't like nor want kids ever. So me and Jotaro don't have to have kids. Sorry, Jolene. But like, yeah, no, I'm you know what? I'm not even hesitant. I'm gonna give Jotaro the S tier. Fight me. Jotaro, please don't fight me because you'll kill me. But like, yeah, Jotaro, like imagine, you would feel so safe with Jotaro as your husbando. Pff, please, Jotaro S tier. Next up is this guy who, there's no name or series. I have no idea what I'm looking at. According to another person, Hydra Dragon Lady, they say that this is Yujiro Hanma from Baki. I know next to nothing about Baki. I know who Baki is, but I don't know who Yujiro, I'm assuming that's his dad. Oh yeah, the demon guy? Yeah, okay, no. Okay. Yikes. I'm gonna say D. That's a D tier husbando right there. That's woof. Vermilion says Gundam Tanaka. Gundam is a good dude. Gundam is a very good dude. I gotta give Gundam like A tier. Gundam would be a really solid husbando. Especially if you weren't in a killing game, because then he would really take care of you. Also, if you like animals, Gundam is perfect, and I love animals, so yeah. Gundam's great. Taki says Hajime Hinata from Danganronpa. Listen, I like Hajime, but as a husbando, I need a little bit more. There's not quite enough there from Hajime for me to straight up call him like a husbando, but he is great. He's one of my favorite Danganronpa protagonists. In fact, I think he is my favorite. But as a husbando, I gotta give him like a C. I don't really gel with Hajime like that. Ty Crimclaw, which that's an awesome ass name, says Ishkander Ryder from Fate Zero. I still haven't seen Fate Zero. However, I do know who Ryder is, because everybody won't shut up about him. Off the very little that I know about Ryder, I'm gonna give him, and people are gonna be upset given that I haven't seen the show, but Ryder can get an A tier, because everything that I know about Ryder tells me that I'm gonna love him, so I feel like I'd give him an A anyway. So just judging off what I know of him, and that character design, which like, that's the perfect amount of muscle right there. Like, that to me, I'm like, any more than that, and you get into that dude from Baki territory where it's just like too much. Like that's the perfect amount before too much. Like that's the only thing keeping him down from S is he's almost too muscly, but it's just enough. And his personality, like the hair, everything about him, like everything that I know about this character, I would give him an A. I really should watch Fate Zero. Leoba Nova says Joseph Joestar, handsome. Now listen, Joseph Joestar is a handsome dude, and he ages very well. However, as a husbando, listen, Joseph Joestar is like a D. Because, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. You ask Suzy Q why Joseph Joestar is a D tier husbando. And then you decide. The Penguin Poet says Arsene Lupin from Code Realize. Now listen, Lupin, whew, like that's a man right there. Arsene Lupin is top tier. I don't know how many people remember Code Realize. I really liked Code Realize. In hindsight, I prefer Code Realize more than I enjoyed Stand My Heroes, because Stand My Heroes never really reached the heights that at least like Realize felt more like an adventure than Stand My Heroes does, and like the characters in Code Realize stand out way more than the Stand My Heroes characters do, and Arsene Lupin is like the standout of the group. And yeah, no, Arsene Lupin's like an A. Like judging off like everything he does in the show, I should get around to playing the game, but judging off what he does in the show, Arsene's like an A. Like Lupin, yeah, That's an A tier husbando right there. Look at the face, the eyes, they can see into your soul. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's so suave and cool, but he's like got this caring side to him. Yeah, no, Arsen's an A tier husbando. Amanda says Komaeda Nagito from Danganronpa. Now listen, Nagito is one of my favorite Danganronpa characters. I love this dude, but as a husbando, I don't know about that. I gotta give Nagito the C tier as a husbando. As a character, he's like an S, but as a husbando, nah, I gotta give him that C tier. Not from me, not my taste. And finally, we have one from Bree who says Alucard from Hellsing. Give me a piece of that psycho any day. Listen, I haven't seen Hellsing. The only thing remotely Hellsing related I have seen was Hellsing Abridged, and yeah, I don't know if I would call Alucard. He's cool looking, he's awesome, but he's a little too crazy for me. I couldn't in good consciousness give him anything higher than like a C tier. I don't know if I'd even go on a date with Alucard, but I would admire him from afar. Okay, so on that note, everybody, I have officially run out of steam. I have seen too many husbandos, and I can't see no more. But yeah, everybody, on that note, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember, these are just my opinions. I'm not trying to offend you. It's just for a bit of fun. And if the video does do well, then I can easily see us like coming back to do like a ranking your waifus, ranking your ships, stuff like that. I would, or maybe another husbando one. I could easily see us like coming back to this one again and again. And yeah, I don't know, it's just a fun video concept. I totally ripped this off ProZD, like I said in the tweet. So yeah, thanks to ProZD, he's a good dude. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be today's video. And on that note, everybody, that's gonna wrap up today's video. But before we take off, I wanna give a big shout out to the good folks over on Patreon, namely those in the Earl Grey tier: Calvin Atkinson, Crowbar of Irony, Dominic, Urza, Ginkotaku, No For Nothing, Maria Teresa, Mirth Mouser, Omner Garamond, Cell, Shadow Creative, Sipco Games, Somastan, Steven, Tristan, Verdon, and Westbourne Eastbred. A huge thank you to those of you who support the channel over on Patreon, and if you too would like to join the T Squadron, then be sure to check out that first link in the description to check out our Patreon page, see all the cool rewards you can get over there, as well as access to our Patreon exclusive Discord. Thanks once again for checking out today's video, everybody. If you enjoyed it, then you've probably been on the internet long enough to know what to do already, so I ain't gonna tell you, but I will say that it is appreciated. And if you are feeling stressed out today, then you go have yourself a warm cup of tea, and I will talk to you all again real soon.